I didn't know my brakes weren't working when I went down a huge hill. I suffered pain. I needed law. 1-888 pain law. I just broke my first bone, had my first surgery, and stayed my first night in the hospital. Whew. Exhausting. So, hi, hola, welcome, saludos. My name is Andy, and I'm gonna explain to you today a little bit how I ended up in this predicament. It was a typical Friday. I had finished my insanity workout in the park. I also returned someone's lost phone, so got my Good Samaritan deed in for the week. I went home, I baked some vegan mac and cheese, made my own vegan cheese, it was delicious. And I hung out with an old friend from the Peace Corps, Julie. We decided to go on a bike ride, and little did I know that this bike ride would have a horrible consequences. Let's just leave it like that. And yeah, now I look like this when I used to look like that, but what can I say, what can I do? And so you all don't have to hear from me. In this state, why don't we go to how I looked when I was in the hospital. Roll that clip.
I was supposed to put the purple shampoo in yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to. My hair probably looks crazy. We can't be so vain in these kind of situations, and that beeping sounds so annoying. You guys know I like to bike. This time I was biking down a hill at a high velocity and couldn't slow down because my brakes weren't working. And so when I was down the hill, I kind of swerved and skid, and I was trying to slow down, but my brakes weren't working, so it was very scary. I recommend always check your brakes. I had no idea that my brakes were out. And so I flew off from my bike, landed on my hand, and I noticed when I got up, I couldn't move my hand that much, and my radius bone was out of place in my forearm, and I just couldn't move my arm. I just sat on the ground, and my friend asked me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yes," but I knew I wasn't okay. I couldn't really move my wrist. I'm so thankful that my friend was there when I fell. You know, she was very calm and collected, because I literally saw a bone sticking out, and I'm like, thank God I had a helmet. Thank God I didn't get impaled by the metal fence when I flew over my bike. And then went home, put alcohol, iced it, and waited for my fiance to take me to the hospital.
At first, we tried to go to a local hospital around here, and the emergency room was just so full. There was a number of people. I didn't even have a chance to register. There was someone in front of me who was spelling out their name, and they didn't have any identification. So it looked like it was going to be a long time. And so we decided to go to his job. And when I got there, I went to the emergency room. There was less people. I went in with a positive mind. I was like, okay, it's not that serious. Maybe they could just they could just smash something into it to make it go. If they can make it go back into place. I saw the registered nurse. Everyone was so friendly, so helpful. They took x-rays, and then it turned out that, yep, I did break a bone. I broke my radius bone, which is the one that's connected to your thumb. It's a really long bone. And so, yeah, I found that bad news out, and I was just like, ugh. And then they gave me the other surprise that I would need surgery, and that I will be doing my first overnight in the hospital. It's all brand new, but I was just very decisive. I was like, yes, I want to do surgery today. Yes, I want to get this over with. I just wanted to get it all over with, to just front load it. And they're like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to, be dealing with this anymore. And so they booked me for surgery. So I couldn't eat from the midnight to 1 p.m. That's when they did my surgery. I met the doctor, Dr. Jobbins, very friendly man, friendly doctor. He explained everything to me. It was very clear.
It'll be a very simple procedure, and I'm gonna put a metal plate in there to fix my radius bone, and then there might be pins for my wrist, and maybe I'll be good to go on the bike next week. Just kidding, I made that up. But I could be on a stationary bike apparently. Can't wait.
a nerve block here, and I was gonna use there was gonna be some anesthesia in the process. And so when I went down, I was getting like carted everywhere, so I'm getting carted on a stretcher. Very weird feeling. And so is going to the bathroom. You have to you have all these IV straps on. And so I was like making a joke. I was like, this is my outfit of the day. And every time you wear a hospital gown, you look like you're 20 times in worse condition than you actually are. And so it was very funny. And so when I went down into the surgery room, it's cold and everything, but everyone's very friendly. It's a warm environment, although the AC is on really low. And so they put on this mask on me and start, I'm just talking, and the next thing you know, I knock out. I wake up, I guess, 2 hours later, and
I survived surgery. I literally woke up and I'm like, where am I? The anesthesia was hand feels numb, as if it's asleep, but an extreme sleep where I can't move any of my fingers. But on the bright side, I could start eating.
Surgery went very well. There was no complications. They have put I think about 6 screws over there. That the wrist looks fine. There was no need for any intervention.
Sounds good, needles.
Sounds like a good news.
the surgery was a success. And throughout this whole process, everyone's just surprised, oh, you should be in a lot of pain. Why aren't you? Do you feel how come you don't feel that much pain? And that's actually really surprising to me too. I didn't feel much pain throughout this whole process. It felt discomfort. When I first initially fell, I felt a lot of discomfort. I didn't want to take many pain medications when I was in jail, because I said in jail, when I was in the hospital, because I know those are addicting. And yeah, I had a pleasant experience. Here I am today, recording for you all. And yeah, I just have so much gratitude for the staff at Lawrence Hospital. I'm so thankful for everyone who's helped me there, everyone who showed me so much compassion. They're all about exceeding expectations, and they have definitely exceeded my expectations. For someone who's broken their bone for the first time and had to do surgery for the first time and be in the hospital overnight for the first time, I have to say I was genuinely impressed by everything. Even the hospital food wasn't that bad. Had a little bit of salt, just like I like it. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for all the doctors, the nurses that were there every step of the process for me. They explained everything to me very thoroughly. They answered my questions. When I bring the thing, they came and saw me. Just very, very thankful. I'm of course very thankful for my fiance too, who worked 12 hours and then did an additional 5 hours in the hospital with me, and then also visited me frequently while I was there before and after my surgery. So I'm very thankful for everyone. I'm also thankful for everyone who reached out to me, wishing me well, and everyone who is going to wish me a speedy recovery. Thank you for that. I'm wishing myself a speedy recovery. As you know, I like to bike to work, and so when September comes, I'm hoping that I'll be able to bike, but we'll see. I'm gonna follow the doctor's recommendations, playing it safe. Do not forget to comment. Have you ever broken a bone in your body? How was your recovery period? And also, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate that. Please keep up to date with my videos. I'm trying to post. And yeah, thank you all. I'm just hoping this gets better real quick. Bye.